Alright everybody, welcome back to Aeon Your Hero. We're back outside again, where I get the good lighting on these bleachers. I know I look really young right now, but it's okay. I shaved and everything before I got on the video, and my lady was all like, "Oh well, you look 16 now doing your video." I mean, I'm 27, but you already know that from my previous videos. But yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. So this is the research on alien implants, life after death, the light at the end of the tunnel when you die, and praying the prayer, God show me the truth. Now remember, I'm praying to the universe God, the God of the universe, and the one that's a part of everything, not the thought form that I used to pray to, so that church taught me to pray to, or programmed me to pray to. So yeah, and God showed me the truth of things, and I'm real happy about that. Either it's the higher self God, or who knows, just the one of the universe. Anyway, let's get into it. So I found this person called The Last Frontier Medium on YouTube, and she is a medium person. She helps people talk to their dead loved ones. That's what she's about. And she's about stuff about demonology, and she had a near-death experience and things like that. And I listened to her near-death experience, how she met Jesus and God and things like that, and about how different paranormal stuff happens to her. She's pretty cool. So I found her first. Then I found Ryan Cropper. He dealt with astral projection and things, and that's what he deals with: astral projection, mind mastery, and manifesting your own reality, and but mainly astral projection. And he does some Kundalini things too, and some lucid dreaming stuff too. Kelli Coffee, I found her through Ryan Cropper, through his videos. Now, she was the one who was talking about alien implants, which are etheric implants, how you get implanted in other dimensions. She was talking about life after death, the different things, what she saw. And she was talking about the light at the end of the tunnel, how it could be a trap, and how whenever she died, she was instantly starting to get pulled into this tunnel, this light tunnel. And there was this blue guy telling her this is the way to go, come this way. And she was just waking up, she just died from loss of calories from trying to go vegan or something. And she started talking about that, and she said, "No, it's not my time to go, I have to go back." Well, when she said that, immediately when she said that, she started to go back into her body and gain more psychic abilities, and started explaining these things that she saw. So that was pretty cool. So those were some of the things that they said that was lining up with me, that resonated with me. I got a call. I actually had a phone call with the Last Frontier Medium. It was the first time that anybody ever believed any of my paranormal happenings or stories. That she believes in completely, which is great, because that was the first time that has ever happened. It felt really good, that she did that, and it pretty much gave me an energy boost at work afterwards. That good feeling of that somebody gets what you're saying and knows what you're talking about, and they can relate to you. It's kind of like you stick to them like glue, because it's like you're the only person that understands me. You listen in real life rather than somebody on the computer. You never really know, but when you're on the phone, they tell you that kind of stuff. That's what you can gather from that, the real feelings of a person actually talking to you, or if you're doing a video call or a phone call. Emails, you can't really gauge that kind of stuff, but And also, in one of Kelly's videos, Jesus told Kelly that he will be judging the churches, which is another reason why I was glad that I got out of church. Because he said that he's going to be judging the churches. And apparently, she's like, okay, so who do I tell that to? Who do I tell God's people? So she goes to the different churches and tells them that, tells them, hey, that God's going to be judging the churches. And then one of the pastors goes, oh, people's been telling me that for years. And she's like, well, maybe you should listen. Why would I want to be in a place that God's going to judge? I get it. Judge not, lest you be judged. And who judges people more than the church does? You know what I'm saying? They're the most people that's going to be judged, of course. The Christians and all that. I used to be one. I never blame people. You know what I'm saying? But I was still in there with them in the church. The church will be judged. So get out of there if you're in there, because Jesus came to a psychic, a person who they say is going to go to hell, by the way. He came to her, and he formed into like a niche. The elephant with the arms, another lady with the arms. I don't know these guys, honestly, these deities or whatnot. But yeah, Jesus turned into all those different things in front of her, and that was funny, because he's just supposed to be this one thing. But I actually read the Bible, and I actually understand a lot about that stuff. But that's a whole nother video in itself, you guys. Okay, so that's pretty much solves up this video. Oh, except for praying the prayer, God showed me the truth. I prayed that a lot. When I was really getting out of the church, I was praying, God, I just want to know the truth. Just show me the truth. And I was being led. I was led to the Last Frontier Medium. I was led to Kelly Coffee. And I was led to Ryan Cropper. These were people I was just finding. And I that has gotten a lot better with that prayer. So if anybody's wondering if prayer works, it works about 5% of the time. I don't know. It works whenever, there's tornadoes and I don't want to get killed. And it works when I'm looking for the truth. It works for my mom's surgery. It doesn't really work for money. It doesn't really work for making a person happy or wishing a person happiness. It doesn't really work for that. It doesn't work for helping a person find a job. It doesn't work, for relationship wise. It doesn't work for that. So it's about 5% of the time. It don't really work that often. Not as often as manifesting does. Like when you was little, you wanted that game. You wanted that game console. You wanted to go to that concert. You wanted to go to that movie. You think about all the time. You wanted that bike. That stereo system. You wanted that car. And you didn't pray for it, because prayer is something that's programmed into you. You don't come out as a little kid growing up knowing what prayer is. Prayer is taught to you. Prayer has to be shoved down your subconscious, has to be shoved into your conscious to your subconscious. That's prayer. And of course there'll be a really loud truck. Sorry about that. That usually doesn't happen. But that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, y'all.